How did you get the job on Castle? That was your first big thing, right?
Yeah. I auditioned about 9 times, and then it came down to myself and another girl, and we did a screen test. And it was one of those things where I was traveling back and forth from a place where I was living, which is about an hour and a half away. And I came in and I brought the wrong shirt. I brought this long tunic top. And I walk outside and there's Nathan, who's my co-star who plays Richard Castle on the show. And he's having a cup of coffee. And I'm like, hey, what are you doing? He's like, oh, nothing much, just getting a cup of coffee. He's like, you want to run lines? I'm like, no, but speaking of lines, can you cut a straight line? And he's like, I can't promise anything, but what are we talking about? I go, here's a pair of scissors, here's my shirt, I need you to cut it shorter. And he gave me this fantastic look, and then he just started at it, and he cut my shirt all short and proper so I could tuck it in. Producers came out in the middle of it, and I got the job.
Wow.
It's true. I was cutting the clothes off of her at her screen test.
Stana, what was it like the first time you two met?
I said to Nathan, oh, I hear you're from Canada. He said, yeah, from Edmonton. I go, you know, I was born in Toronto. He goes, oh, the center of the universe. I think he's super talented. I think he's a real kind guy, and he's good looking. And so I think the combination of all of it is very smart and very fun.
Speak of the devil.
You're so smart sometimes.
I know. And I've said this before, I'll say it again. Stana can act chemistry with a wet paper bag. I think the sexiest thing about me is my hair. And I've tried really hard to be sexy too.
It is a divination of God, I would say. Nathan was just a puddle after that kiss. And that was really my only ambition.
Heroin's kind of a dark comparison. Let's go with chocolate.
I thought it was a nice opportunity to
Work with Nathan Fillion.
To work with Nathan Fillion. Your turn. I'm walking around and people are like, oh, you're working with Nathan Fillion. And I'm like, yes. They're like, oh my God, he's so dreamy. Could you please tell me about him? So you might not know how many powers you have.
That's where I gotta start going.
It's true.